what is the market doing right now here in the Tampa Bay area? Hey, I'm Kaitlyn, a Tampa native and real estate agent right here in the Tampa Bay area. I am going to show you what the market's doing now that we're coming into a little more of the busy season here in the Tampa Bay area. So here we have the January 2023 statistics straight from Stellar MLS. If you don't know or you don't remember, these statistics do cover most of the state of Florida here. So we'll go ahead and get started with active listings, which are up from December of 2022, which is fantastic. At 39,680, they're only up about 1%, which is okay. It's up actually 112% of January of 2022, which is a good thing. Now, new listings for January 2023 was 17,987, which is up 40% from December of 2022, but down 2% from January last year of 2022. So again, it being up from December is normal during the market. Not many people really want to put their home up on the market during the holidays, so we do see a little bit of a decrease in new listings from the end of October into December, and most things don't start coming back on the market or coming onto the market new until well into January. So again, this is a normal thing to see. Now, the fact that we are down 2% from January might be a little concerning, but we'll just see how it goes and everything. Maybe more people are waiting until closer to the spring. Who knows? Who knows? So the next piece we have here is pending sales, which is 18,560, which is again up 40% from December of 2022. Again, many buyers are probably not really doing as much searching from Halloween up to New Year's, so we do see that number jump up in January. Again, very normal and okay for this time of year. Now, it is down 18% from January of 2022, which, could just be more people waiting for spring or something along those lines and everything. People maybe not trying to rush too much into things since things are not as crazy and, we aren't bidding things up like crazy. So next piece we have here is listings sold. For January 2023, it's 9,775, which is down 23% from December and down 33% from this time last year, January of 2023, which, can be a little concerning, but I think it is also, just a little early to tell and everything. So we'll just keep an eye on this number and these statistics here. Now, if we come down to the bottom row here, the average days on market for January 2023 is 45, which is up from December, which on this side is a little bit of I wouldn't say a bad thing per se, but it is worse for sellers, I guess you could say. Sellers would be seeing their house sit on the market a little longer before seeing an offer and before going under contract, but buyers can breathe a little bit easier and not have to make a split-second decision to make an offer on a home. So again, it depends on what side of the coin you're on to be able to see whether it's a good or a bad statistic. Again, it is up 10% from December and up 105% of January 2022, which is a lot. But again, remember that was still a crazy, crazy time. People were getting multiple offers on every home and things were just going crazy. So this number, the 45 days on the market, is a little more towards an average market that we had, like say 2018, 2019, before the craze of 2020 started happening, essentially. So we are coming back to a normal thing instead of it being so crazy like it was before. So I do hope that helps kind of ease anybody's concerns, and knowing that, your home's not going to sit on the market forever, but you also, as a buyer, can breathe a little easier and think a little bit more on your decision on a home. So the next piece we see here is the total sales volume for January of 2023 is 4.2 billion, which is down 23% from the 5.4 billion in December and down 29% from the 5.9 billion in January of 2022. Now, this is a number that is a little more concerning to me as an agent, just because that is quite a bit when it comes to sales volume. We're not really seeing, you'll see in the next little piece that I talk about, we're not seeing a huge difference in the sales price and everything. So things are not selling quite as fast and, as crazy and everything. Again, it's starting to come to a little more of a normal market, but that sales volume is an interesting piece to watch and to look at. Now, this next piece, the average sales price here, as you may remember in my last market report from December, this didn't change much. I think it was a very, very small gap at that time, like maybe $500, something like that, a very, very tiny gap in difference in sales price. Like they had this little line with the 0% change. Just like they do now, this is less than a $2,000 change in the average sales price from January 2023 to December 2023. And from December 2023 to November 2023, it was again a 0% change. It was an even smaller gap there, which again is just a really fascinating piece to me. Our sales price has kind of evened out at this point for the last couple of months and everything. Again, that could change just because we are going more into that spring market and things may be changing and, again, the holidays and all that good stuff. But it is a very, very interesting piece to look at, especially when we're comparing down here to January of 2022. It's only up 7%, our average sales price, which is actually, a really great thing to think about, that it only went up 7% in a year. That's actually a really, really good statistic for people who are buying and just worried about being priced out of the spot they want to be in and everything, or the price range that they want to be in. With interest rates also evening out a little bit more, you can more easily predict, this is where I'll be, at this time when I'm ready to buy, or, whatever the case may be and everything. So again, that's a really interesting piece. I think it's really fascinating that it's been the same for the last two market reports and been such a close little gap. So our last piece here is months of inventory, which is 4 months for January of 2023, compared to the 3 months of inventory we had in December and the 1 month of inventory we had in January of 2022, which again is just saying we're getting a little closer to a normal market. Things aren't flying off the shelves like they used to, and so there's more homes for the number of buyers in the market. So that's what these numbers mean and everything. So if we go back over here to Matrix, where I've done my little search for my little corner, you see that the time frame is March 2022 to February 2023. We've got residential homes in the state of Florida, here in Hillsborough County, where Tampa and the suburbs that I cover are. So you see these close price to list price ratios. We've gone over this before, the 100.8%, all of that in that crazy portion in the beginning of the year. And then you see it, in July and August, stay right at 100%, dip down a little bit in September, come back up in October, and kind of stayed consistent for November. And then it dipped down a little bit again in December here. So it looks like in January, it stayed exactly the same as it was in December, which is a good thing. I wouldn't be concerned, again, about any kind of dip or crash in the market and everything. Now, you do see February statistics here, but again, take that with a grain of salt, just because we're only in the middle of February, so those numbers could change drastically, when new sales are reported and all of that. So that could just change any day, any moment, truthfully, once things are input. But we are looking specifically at January. Our low close price to list price ratio stayed exactly the same as it was in December. It's a little lower than we had previously seen, but again, it's not concerning. It's still within 15% of that list price, so it's still a normal thing. You know, maybe people are still listing their homes a little high or a little on the high end, and you know, it's just kind of evening things out there. So again, I wouldn't be concerned about this. So there you have it, folks. This is the whole market report for January of 2023. As you see, I'm not seeing anything to be scared of, but you know, things are coming more to a normal market. If you want to see how all of these numbers and all of these statistics and all of this information relates to you and your situation, whether you're looking to buy or sell here in the Tampa area, set up a chat with me at the link down below, and I'd be happy to talk about what this specifically means for your situation. If you're looking for more information just about Tampa in general, make sure to subscribe to my channel and check out this playlist here.